Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. My name is James Williams Jr., and for all of those who don't know, I am an independent filmmaker and the actor that you will never ever hear of, or never ever know, or will probably never ever give a damn about. So, let me break this down for you. I was in the military, I got hurt, my career ended before it could begin, got fucked up, got a new hip, can't make Kung Fu movies anymore. Or, if I may quote The Crow, quick impression, bang, fuck, I'm dead. Alright? So that's pretty much the gist of it. But for me, it was more like, you soldiers are getting fat, you're running from the DFAT. Oh, ho, bam! Ah, fuck, my leg. The end. Okay, so now doctors are like, no more kung fu, etc., etc. So I'm not trying to be joking, and I'm going to put everything I've ever made up on this site. Alright? Unless I die. But anyway, so as an actor, there are many things that you must learn. And there are many things that I have yet to learn. Or still to present. I'm going to probably run out of charge here. So let me plug that up. Alright. So I can play Native American because I'm part Native American. I have a lot of Native American features. More importantly, I have my own bow. Alright? So that's not the problem. I can do all the action stuff. I just can't do any kung fu anymore. You know, talk the strong one-liners and, you know, change my voice and do things that a lot of other actors are classically or probably independently trained to do. Alright, so moving on. And no, I will not want to play Apache Chief. Okay, and he doesn't use a bow. However, I will play Scalp Hunter. He uses a bow. DC. Or I will play Scalp Hunter for the X-Men as Marauder. Enough of that. The thing you need to understand as an actor, the most important thing that I have to be taught is how to keep a straight face while delivering your line. That's probably about why the only reason why I want to make kung fu movies, because you can say a one-liner and then you get to hit people in the face. Or at least in my films, you know, you come up with a good improv line, you say it, we like it, cut, and then we film the fight scene. Then we mish that shit all together, and hopefully we have something that you guys will actually like. Okay, like my webisodes that were stolen that I'm still trying to get back up on this site. Alright, anyway, so you say your lines and you're dealing with your co-star. Well, my co-stars generally are people that I know because we do independent films and we're trying to get them on YouTube and we're trying to open up our careers. These guys are younger than me, so when they blow, it's going to be a thing. I'm probably not even going to be a memory, and that's cool. As long as they have success, I'll be happy for them. I'll probably wither away and die, and I probably won't find fame until I'm dead like Bruce Lee. So let's get on with the show. Keeping a straight face. Everybody I worked with so far has found some way to fuck up my concentration. Alright? And it is not cool to forget where you are in the script. So you'll be working to my boy Courtney and to my boys Josh, Chris, and everyone else that was in all my stuff. You know, thank you guys very much. And damn it, I can't think of her name, but she's a dance instructor, and thank you. And to the girls also. You know, if I would have just had my whole problem with making movies, which is besides keeping a straight face so that I don't get off track, is that I don't have resources. I don't have money, and I don't have resources, and I don't have places to film. However, there are great places to film in Virginia. It's just getting permission to film there and getting people to actually show up so that we can actually film and get the shit done is the problem. Alright? So I got that out the way. So every generation, you know, every time I've made a movie since 2002, I think. I don't remember when I made my first movie, but it's been about 20 years. And to N and V Bowie and all you guys that was in there, and Adrian Cow and Eric Chen and Philip, I forgot your last name. These guys are all Asian, you know. And Louis Tolor Rocco, he's from Africa. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't remember his name. I just can't pronounce it. You know, I probably couldn't pronounce Philip's name either. I do have you guys' movie, Fallen Dragons, our very first movie. It is going up. Whether you like it or not, it's going up. I'm missing my movie with Mr. Lee. I probably should let him play my father instead of the sensei that knew my father or grandfather or whatever in The Dragon's Breath. And the Path of Ascension should already be on Kung Fu Havoc number 1. So I'm going to put all these movies up that I've owned. I'm going to put up my burn videos. I have them all in one of these boxes. Everything I've ever done, except for me shaving my ass hair and stuff, is going to be on here. No, eventually. Within the next 6 months, and definitely by summertime, it's guaranteed by summertime, that I'm going to have it up here. Whether it's edited or not, everything's going up. Because I'm more than likely never going to get my career off the ground. So I would say that I'm quitting, but I'm just going to try and venture into other things, go to college, finish where I started, and probably just try to find some job that's going to be mediocre, but just enough to get me the fuck out of my house. I'm never going to be happy, but I don't want to fucking be broke. Alright? So if that makes sense to you guys, there you go. That's the long and short. So back on track now about keeping a straight face. Working with Josh, it is almost impossible to keep a straight face. Alright? It's kind of like working with Ken and Peele. Alright? If you can keep a straight face with them, you just have balls of steel. Alright? Josh is the same way. You know, sometimes his facial expression will be doing a scene and this jackass will say something, or if he forgets his lines, or forget the character that he's talking about, which happens. I have a blooper reel. Don't worry, you'll get all that. So, in ramifications of all that, you know, the whole thing is that it is highly imperative that you understand where I'm coming from. And to understand where I'm coming from, you kind of have to be an actor. And as any actor will tell you, the hardest part of making any film is not the physical work. It's most likely remembering your lines and selling them to a point where a person can actually believe that you are saying this from the depths of your soul and it is coming from within. It's kind of like you're talking and talking and all of a sudden, oh man, I have to take a shit right fucking now. I really have to go take a shit right now. No, I'm serious. I have to take a shit. If I fart, I'm going to shit on myself. Okay, I don't. But as inconveniently or as unconvincingly as that is, that's how Josh works. No, he may not have to take a shit, and y'all might just be having a good time, and he may have forgotten his lines. So the first thing is like, dude, man, you know, I had a fun time with this chick last night. Man, I gotta take a shit. Just as quick as I did that is just as quick as he does that. And the next thing you know, everybody on set's just rolling. So I do a lot of filming in the parks around here because a park belongs to everyone, and there's no law posted that says you can't bring your cameras to the park. There's no law posted that says you can't film in the park. However, you still have to share the park with everyone. So you find an isolated spot that has like good backdrop, good scenery, whatever. Get your camera, film. It's what I did. It's what I do. It's what I wish I could still do. Because the only thing that really makes me happy is being able to kick someone in the face in front of the camera. Well, anyway, so I'm going to go back on what I was saying. You know, I just need to learn how to remember my lines and to keep a straight face. Remembering my lines for my stuff, our lines aren't really important. Because I will be honest with you, everything I've done, we have a script that we go by to tell the story. So like when I'm editing it, I know where I'm putting what. But most of the time, when we film a scene, we improv our lines because some of the things that I wrote down in our scripts don't really translate to paper, or doesn't really translate from paper to mouth. So sometimes if you improv it, you know, it kind of works out better. So, you know, I used to watch a lot of Kung Fu movies when I was a kid, also while I was doing Kung Fu, and some of the things that I hear, I kind of translate to more modern times. You know, it's like, you know, I'm not the one to die, you're gonna die. I've come a very long way to kill you. And then my co-star would be like, too bad you wasted time on your trip. You know, something slick. No one delivers lines better than Courtney. You know, he did some awesome ass shit, you know. And in my miniseries called The Guardians of the Galaxy, excuse me, that was fucked up. Movie's on. In my miniseries, which was called Guardians of the Earth, which actually came out before Guardians of the Galaxy, but it got stolen in 2009 before everything in my life went completely to hell. I think that was the thing that rolled the ball. My movies got stolen, my heart got broken, I joined the army, I got fucked up, and I've been on a downward spiral most of my life anyway, so like that's just kind of like the phrase, what's one more thing, just plays in my head over and over and over. So again, like I said, what's one more thing? So knowing that, you know, whoever has my original shit, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope that I find you, and I hope that the doctors clear me to kick your ass. Alright? Now, none of my work has the special effects that were supposed to be on there. But the people in the Guardians, they had the power of fire, earth, air, water, steel. Alright? So, long and short, it was supposed to be a kid to come in and save us and join the team. Kind of like a loose cannon to come in and share the team. However, the kid was one of my students who really couldn't stop doing illegal paraphernalia. One of my other co-stars also couldn't stop doing illegal paraphernalia. Which is why I say, I don't give a damn if you smoke weed or whatever you do, as long as you show up and ready to go. However, if this outweighs your ambitions to get somewhere in life and all you want to do is whatever money you make, all you want to do is smoke it away, this is not the business for you. Well, maybe it is, because if you like Nickelback song, we all stay skinny because we just won't eat, and everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Cool, if that's your thing. Drugs has never been my thing. I've watched drugs destroy way too many good people, and has really fucked up their lives. So, my whole thing is being able to keep a straight face, and it's almost impossible. But everybody that I have worked with, I believe, are better actors than myself, which makes me strive to do better, But also in everything I've done, I've had to wear a lot of hats, I've had to be the producer, I've had to be the star, I've had to be the stunt coordinator. I also wrote the damn movies. So, it's kind of difficult to kind of figure out where you fit in, So like I said, I'm not a great actor. I don't even really think I can act that well, but I know what I want for myself, So if I'm making a movie, it's good enough. My acting's good enough for me. Might not be good enough for Hollywood. It might not be good enough for everybody else, but it's good enough for me because it's what I want to tell my story, And most of my stories, and yes, because it's Black History Month, I'm going to introduce you guys to this. Most of my stories generally involve a guy who's either half Native American or half Chinese, but always, the other half is always black. I've never played a guy who's half white. Alright? That's not going to happen. No, because I don't have any white features whatsoever. I do have Native American blood, I do have black blood, and I do have white blood. But I will never be white. Now, if Hollywood knocks on my door and say, hey son, we got this role for you. We want you to play this guy who's half black and half white. I'll take it. Two conditions though. This doesn't get cut. Alright? Period. That's not on the option block. That's not going to get cut. I'm never cutting my hair again. I promised my dad I would grow my ponytail. And it's there, but it's not long enough. And I also promised him that I wouldn't cut it again until I was 50. So, to keep my honor, I'm going to keep my hair. And just let it go wild. No, it's actually naturally curly. Blue Magic works wonders. As you can see, I've gone through half of that. I have another one under there. I also use baby oil. It just depends on which one I can fucking reach first. Because my hair, it's curly as hell. And, it's easier to manage when it's long and straight than when it's not. And yeah, I have been known to use a relaxer once or twice. I've never lied about it. But nowadays it's hard to say who does and who doesn't. Because some people use curly perms when their hair is not curly. My hair is curly. It's a pain in the ass to deal with. But I don't have a straightening iron because I'm not going to fuck my shit up. I'll just slap on the grease. And a lot of people are like, well, you don't really need grease because you have good hair. Okay, here's that thing about having good hair. I was once told as a kid that black people couldn't get head lice. And guess what? I fucking got head lice. So, yeah, I think I'll use the grease. I might use a tad much, but it's mine. Alright, so, as I'm going to close this out about why I'm the actor that you will never ever hear of and probably will never give a damn about because I only have my 6 subscribers, which I love all you guys. I wouldn't have this channel if I didn't have you 6 guys. And if anybody's still on like Kung Fu Havoc 1, please get over to Kung Fu Havoc 2 because I can't get back into Kung Fu Havoc 1 because when Google bought YouTube, I didn't know. And the thing kept blinking and I just clicked on it to fucking get rid of it. But if I would have known it would have knocked out my Yahoo account, then things would have been different. And if you're at YouTube and you have a way for me to like reconnect that would be great. Because I really miss using Kung Fu Havoc 1. I wasn't supposed to have a Kung Fu Havoc 2 until that fucking thing kept blinking up. So, as you can tell, it doesn't take much to annoy me. When certain things start annoying me, sometimes I just click on it just to get rid of it. This is the 15-minute mark, and this video is over.